Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my video predictions video for the second half of Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, of course, on AMC. We don't have an official return date as of yet, but if they follow the formula that they used last year in 2015 for Season 1, which is that they show the 8 episodes, or at that point it was 6 episodes, leading up to the start of The Walking Dead Season 7. If they do that this year without a break, we're looking at August 14th. Oh man, so spoiler warning if you guys haven't seen the mid-season finale for Fear the Walking Dead. Shiva, absolutely crazy episode, man. Just loved it. So check out the review. I'll put the link in the description so you guys can check it out. It was a pretty nuts episode. A lot of things changed. The whole show kind of, or at least with regards to our group, they totally just went the opposite of where, we would have thought they probably would go and what they would do. Murder and all kinds of craziness, and then seemingly a pretty big character death with Daniel. So we don't know for sure. I mean, it was in like a wine cellar and fire and yeah, so it seems likely and he just kind of stands there. So it seems like he's dead. I didn't see a dumpster there anywhere. So I think he's probably dead, but it does irk me when they don't like kind of show it blow up or something so that we can kind of know for sure. So in terms of predictions, I'm thinking Daniel's probably dead. I don't think it would make sense that he would survive, that, but or like come to his senses and then run off all of a sudden. And of course, there's a wine everywhere and all that, and the whole place goes up. So to me, it seems like he's dead. But it's a TV series, so you can even have characters like you could say, well, unless they show us a body, we don't know for sure. But even sometimes when they do show us a body, we still don't know for sure. In a TV series, The Walking Dead's pretty good about that. They've only messed us around, maybe a couple times, dumpsters and stuff. So it's cool. So I would assume at this point he's dead. I would be very surprised if he wasn't. So pretty big character death for a mid-season finale, I want to say, and kind of, I wouldn't say it came out of nowhere, but it kind of before episode 8 kind of did come out of almost nowhere. I mean, we kind of saw that he was kind of careful, but yeah, it was pretty nuts. So crazy stuff. So check out the review if you guys want to hear more of my thoughts on the mid-season finale itself. So there is a promo, which is really cool. I'll put the link in the description. You guys can check it out to AMC's promo for it. It looks great, man. So you've got, it seems to be focused on Nick, at least the promo is. So it's looking like maybe episode 8 is entirely focused on Nick. Maybe even some flashback sequences. I don't know if that's Nick who we see there. It looks like some kind of flashback or something. You can kind of see the hair, and it looks to match with Nick to me, but sometimes it's hard to tell. So you've got Nick, he's staying in and around there. You've got him talking to the one lady who's with Celia there, and it seems like he almost has kind of accepted them as his family, this kind of thing. I'm not sure, but he's obviously an outsider there, but he's still decided to kind of turn away from Madison and stay there, it looks like. And we've got someone with some heavy guns. We've got driving, and the guy's got like a huge assault rifle and stuff. So the guy comes out, and then they talk about the North Road, how it's full of zombies, which is cool. You can see tons of them. And then we see Nick, who seems to be kind of running around some brushes and stuff like that. And then they play it off like it looks like he gets shot in the leg. But usually if they put that in a promo, it kind of means the opposite most of the time. They kind of splice it and cut it so that it looks like he's shot in the leg. But to me, it doesn't look like it. But he is screaming no, and he kind of collapses on the road. So what can we say about that? What is that from? So, no idea at this point. Unlike the Walking Dead or original series, we don't have a comic book series to base it on. So we can't say, well, this is the path that they're going to follow, and even if they veer off a little bit, they'll end up here in Alexandria at some point, and then probably Negan. And we can't say that for Fear because we don't have almost anything to go on besides the promos and sneak peeks that they release. So that said, it's a really cool promo. Definitely check it out if you guys haven't seen it yet. I liked it quite a bit. And so the group is quite split up at this point. We've got Nicholas by himself. We've got Travis and Chris by themselves. And then we've got all the rest, Madison, Alicia, Strand, and Ophelia, who it seemed to be like Strand wanted to head for the boat. Now, that's kind of tricky because Madison we've seen a change in, but it's to serve her kids, that she would do anything for her children. And to me, it doesn't seem like it would be in character for her right now to leave Mexico just to leave on a boat, just go wherever the hell they're going to go, and leave Nicholas and leave Travis and Chris behind. So I tend to think she's going to say no. Alicia probably will also say no, and they'll probably stay in Mexico. Also, it's good for filming because they usually film the first half of Fear, or at least if they go in season 3 based on how they did in season 2, during the winter a lot of the time. So because they're in Mexico, of course, they're in some places hot. It makes a lot of sense that they can do it there, and they don't have to worry about snow or anything like that, depending on where they're deciding to film, or Vancouver or whatever, depending on the time of the season. So for me, it makes a lot of sense that they would probably stay at least for a little while, and I don't really think that they're going to, like the rest of them, our main surviving group, our biggest group right now, is just going to leave on Abigail. And where would they go? Where does Strand want to go now? He's gone to his destination, and I assume he'll be lost at this point. He won't know where to go, where he wants to go, and he won't have an idea of like, okay, he accomplished the mission to get here, back to Thomas, but now that's all blown to bits, and what is he going to do now? Where's he going to go? So he may even say, well, I guess I'll stay with you guys, that kind of deal, because what the hell else is he going to do? Even though he's pretty selfish, it's like the end of the world, and what is he going to do? So maybe he'll just be like, all right, I guess I'll just stay. We'll figure it out. Whatever. We'll try to find him. Whatever. So, and it seems like he does like Nicholas in that. So, being with people, even though they're not really strangers at this point, he knows them, he's been with them for a while. So maybe it just makes sense naturally for him to stay with them. I would think that's what they'll do. Of course, fictional show, they can do whatever they want, even if it doesn't make sense sometimes, and make a kind of more contrived type story, which, a lot of shows do. Luckily for Fear, it feels pretty natural for the most part, with a little bit of pushes here and there, maybe counting Daniel as possibly one of them there, with kind of him kind of going crazy. We did hear some voices and stuff prior, though, but, it did seem kind of a little bit sudden anyway, or a little bit I don't know. I guess it's within character. It's acceptable. You can see that. So Travis and Chris, so Nicholas will be in some trouble. The others I don't think will leave. I think they'll probably be looking for them. But we may see all of episode 8 just on Nick, which would be cool. Which would be cool to see him by himself there, and what happens with him. Travis and Chris, who the hell knows? It seems like everybody's going to mainly be trying to survive now, back in a kind of survival mode. You've got Nick, he's like trying to get water and stuff. He's probably dying of thirst, basically. And man, I'm excited for the second half. So it should be 8 episodes. In terms of the return date, like I said, probably August 14th, but if they have a break in between, the back 8, then maybe they'll do like August 7th, which I would like. The sooner the better. And then, have like a week off for back to school or whatever, and then, back on, and then The Walking Dead season 7 eventually starting after that. So it should be a great half. I was just insanely impressed with the first half of Fear. Started off a little slow. People were complaining, but then after episode 3 and 4, I saw almost no complaints. People seemed to be really into it. And, just love this group. I think, they're really changing quickly, and they're becoming quite a bit different from what they were in the first season, to the point where they're even willing to kill and do almost whatever it takes at this point. It's just crazy. So great stuff from AMC. Absolutely love the first half, and can't wait for episode 8. That's about all I can really say right now. All we have to go on right now in terms of predictions. I would assume eventually the group will get back together for the most part, and but definitely by the end of season 2, we'll get maybe a new villain to come out of this group, the guy in the promo, whoever it is, and we'll see what happens from there. It should be really, really exciting, man. So really loving the feel, loving how different it is from the original Walking Dead, but yet it's still got some things that are similar, just like Beside the Dying Fire in season 2 for me. Anyway, that'll be it for this predictions video. Of course, send me your questions for a Q&A, guys. I'm going to do a couple Q&As this week for Fear, and I'll be back real soon for the tonight for the Game of Thrones review as usual, and predictions for that as well. And that's it for this one, guys. We'll see you again real soon. Of course, Preacher this week too. Don't forget that, and send me your questions, guys. If you liked this predictions video, please thumb it up below. Please don't forget, you can also share and favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you can subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this video. See you guys again real soon. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. I'll see you.